All of the practical, hands-on sessions I promote are effective means for building your teams. They result in stronger friendships with better understandings between people. An atmosphere of positive staff interaction is inevitable when individuals are left empowered and feeling confident without the need for their guards constantly up. The simple trick is to get them outdoors, working together, having fun, being creative. This form of professional development is palatable and fun. This was the experience of the teaching staff at Small Poke Echo's Early Learning Centre, who undertook some rustic sculpture. In the follow-up, I spoke with Nikki Mulholland-Dobbs, who is responsible for centre development, about their experience of this unique team exercise. Here's what she had to say. What was it that originally drew you to doing some kind of, what was happening within the business that you said, you know what, we need to do some team building? What was going on at that stage at Small Poke Echoes?
Okay, so at the time I had done the workshop with obviously another staff member, and I could see how it would be a really, because I've been to a lot of professional development in the past, I thought it would be a really neat thing to be able to sort of incorporate making things for the centre, because the staff in the centre are really aware that there's a lack of resources, and I thought this way they would get to make something for the centre, for the children, plus working together as perhaps as a team, which is what we had them in, would get people getting to know each other a little bit better. Because there's a lot of team building you can do that costs huge amounts of money, or perhaps it's all super educational based. But I thought that this was a really good mix between working together, having fun, and creating something for the children. So it was actually, to me, just a win-win overall, you know.
So that was an expectation going into it. What was the experience, do you think, of staff on the day that they were actually there? What was their experience of actually working alongside each other and doing things that they might not have ever done before, to be honest?
Okay, so leading up to it, I have to say that because Karen and I were so excited because we'd done it, so we had an expectation and we knew how cool it was. Apparently, afterwards, I got told that people were like, oh God, I've got to go to this PD, and what's it going to be like? But, of course, once they got there and they got into it, yes, it was nothing like that expected, which you can't really prepare people for what to expect.
Rustic Sculpture is too unique.
It's too unique, exactly. And so what they did get out of it was, yes, that they really enjoyed that whole thing about actually just totally being at nature, that there wasn't all the power tools, predominantly, and that, yeah, there's been a lot of perhaps stronger friendships built because people have a better understanding of each other. So I think that they would now, if we were to do another sort of team building and you were to swap people around again, you'd have other people getting to know people even better again. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, that's just really the start. This team have never ever done team building, so that was their very first experience. So I think it was a really positive thing, and they certainly voiced that it was fantastic for them, and they absolutely loved it. So I think that when anything else is going to be suggested, they're going to trust and know, okay, all right, this is going to be something fun.
Did you see any effect back at base in their normal working week? Was there any rub-off that was tangible, or that you could sort of accredit to them spending time together on a weekend doing rustic sculpture?
I would say that there was a lot more positive interactions and understanding of people and how they work, because they could refer to, oh yeah, well that was like when you did this or that, you know. Brittany, certainly her confidence has grown. Perhaps, you know, she created the crocodile with Amy. They're the two quietest teachers, you know, and they made this amazing thing. And yes, I think the banter just lowered everybody's guards a bit more. Do you know what I mean? So
it was a casual way. There wasn't the stress and the threat.
No.
There was actually something that they took on to their own pace and level. Though they were being pushed in a completely new direction, it was still palatable, shall we say.
It was, yeah. And they still talk about it. There's still things that are brought up from that day.
That's quite some weeks ago now.
Oh, it's months ago. Absolutely.
I'd be interested to know what it is. You know, did we serve small book echoes in what we delivered?
Absolutely, without a doubt. Yep, because it was an amazing team building for them, which they needed. It was professional development for them. I wanted the staff to know that going to PD could actually be fun, but they could actually come away with something tangible. Because, you know, often you go and you just get your head filled with information and you leave and you just feel drained. Whereas, you know, those guys thought it was going to be from this time to this time and, you know, I've got to get home and do this and that. And all those things that they had to get home to didn't even matter, and they were here for a long time.
You dragged them out on a Saturday morning. That's quite heroic.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Really. If you can see opportunity for your team to be involved in one of the corporate exercises from Stephen Mackay Limited, then contact me today.